Let us move to our next topic, next and last but very important topic, that is sum of n terms. Sum of n terms. So sum of n terms is denoted by capital letter S and suffix n, that is sum of n terms of an AP, that is a plus d plus a plus 2d plus a plus 3d plus a plus 4d. These all are general terms. We are going to find out the sums. This is nth term, a plus n minus 1 into d. Can be found sum of all these terms by the following two formulae. So basically we have only one important formula, but we will derive one another formula from the first one, which is also very simple. So the first formula here comes, that Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, where Sn denotes the sum of n terms, where n in this particular formula denotes number of terms, where a is the same as we have studied the first term of the AP, so that is same here, first term, and then D is the common difference. So this is first and very important formula for finding the sum of n terms, which we will be using in the next exercise 5.3. This formula, when the last term is given in the form of some numerical value before you, then this formula can be derived and written as the following. The second formula is nothing but it is similar to first one only, but here when the last term is given, then only we will be using this particular formula for finding the sum. Otherwise we will be using this first only. So what is that formula when the last term is given? N by 2 into a plus L. Now look at here, a plus L. What is L? L is nothing but a plus n minus 1 into d. When you write this way, then look at here, a plus a will be 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So that means these both are almost same. Just we have written the last term, this 2a we have broken into two parts, that is a plus a, then a plus n minus 1 into d, that is nth term, we have written it as L. Then this formula is known as n by 2 into a plus L, where Sn is again sum of n terms, n is a number of terms, and a is again the first term, whereas L is the last term or nth term, is denoted by an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Let us start next exercise, next and final exercise 5.3. So here comes first question. Find the sum of the following APs. Now that finding the nth term or checking whether the following progressions are AP or not, that everything is over. Now we have to find out the sum. But remember that all the concepts of nth term, etc., and APs, everything will be used here. So the first question and the first part is 2, 7, 12 up to 10 terms. So here you need to understand one thing. This 10 is actually n number of terms, and then first term and the common difference is 7 minus 2 is a 5. So we'll be using that formula what we have learned. So a is equal to 2, d is equal to second term minus first term, that is 7 minus 2 is equal to 5, and n is equal to 10. So we'll use this formula as n is equal to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So we'll put that value, as I told you, n is equal to 10. So S10 is equal to 10 by 2 into a 2 plus n minus 1, 10 minus 1 into d. So 2 5 ja 10, 5 into 4 plus 9 into 5, which is equal to 5 into 4 plus 45. 9 5 ja 45. 45 plus 4, 49. And 49 into 5 is equal to 245. That is sum of 10 terms. So that's all about part number 1. Its part number 3 is 0.6 first term, 1.7 second term, 2.8 third term up to 100 terms. We have to find out let us go for the solution. First term is 0.6, the common difference second term minus first term, which is 1.7 minus 0.6 equals to 1.1, and the number of terms as it is given in the question equals to 100. So we'll use that formula again, n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d, which is nothing but s 100 by 2 50 into 2a, 2 into a 0.6 plus 100 minus 1 into d. D is what? 1.1. So which is equal to 50 into 6 into 2 1.2, 0.6 into 2 1.2 plus 100 minus 199 and 1.1 equals to 50. 1.2 into 99 into 1.1, 108.9, product of 99 into 1.1, so which is equal to 50 into 110, 108.9 plus 1.2, 110.1. So multiplying 50, which is equal to 5505. So that is sum of these all terms up to 100. So here we complete part number 3. Part number 4 is in fractional fraction form, 1 upon 15, 1 upon 12, 1 upon 10 up to 11 terms. So here n is 11. So let us go for the solution. A is equal to 1 by 15, n is equal to 11, it is given, and d is equal to second term minus first. So 1 upon 12 minus 1 upon 15. So its LCM is 60, 12 and 15, its LCM 60, and then 5 minus 4, 12 5 just 60, 15 4 just 60 equals to 1 by 60. So this is common difference. Now S11 equals to 11 by 2 into 2 into a 1 by 15 plus n minus 1, 11 minus 1 into d 1 by 60 equals to 11 by 2, 2 into 1, 2 by 15 here, 11 minus 1, 10. So 10 by 60 equals to 60, 0 and 0 cancel. So 15 and 6, its LCM is 30. So 4, 15 2s are 30. So 2 2s are 4 here. And 6 5 ja 30. So 5 into 1, 5. Which is equal to 11 by 2 into 5 plus 4, 9 by 30 equals to 3 3s are 9 and 10 3s are 30. So 10 2s are 20 and 11 3s are 33. So this is sum of this question number 4, all terms. Next question is question number 2. Find the sums given below. The first part of second question is 7, 10, 1 by 2 plus 14 plus dot 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 so on up to 84. The last term is 84. Let us go for the solution. A is equal to 7 first term, L is equal to 84, the nth term, or you can call also it as a last term, and the common difference, that is second term minus first term, 10 1 by 2 minus 7, which is equal to 20 plus 121 by 2, then LCM 2, 7 to the 14, 21 minus 14 upon 2 is equal to 7 by 2. So we got the common difference. We have this last term, we have this first term. Now one thing is missing, that is n, number of terms. So we'll use that formula of nth term. Let the last term is 84. So L is equal to, that is nth term, is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, which is equal to 84 equals to 7 plus n minus 1 into 7 by 2. 84 minus 7, 77, is equal to n minus 1 into 7 by 2. So 7 11 ja 77. So this implies 2 cross multiplied here, 11 to the 22 equals to n minus 1. So n is equal to 23. So we got n. So here now the final step for the solution. Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus l, where Sn is equal to, n means we have number of terms, that is 23. So 23 by 2 into 7 plus 84. 7 is the first term, 84 is the last term. So 23 by 2, 7 plus 84 equals to 23 into 84 plus 7, 91 by 2, equals to, product of 23 and 91 is 2093 by 2, which is equal to 1046 1 by 2. That is the final product of this question number 2. Next question is question number 3, minus 5, minus 8, minus 11 up to minus 230. This question is also similar to the previous one, as this again first term is minus 5, common difference minus 8, minus plus 5, and the last term, that is L or an, is equal to minus 230. So here we go for the solution. A is equal to minus 5, L is equal to minus 230, and the common difference is second term minus first term, which is minus 8 minus plus 5, so which is equal to minus 3. Now the nth term, let it be minus 230, which is last term, so we'll use that formula. L is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Last term is minus 230, first term is minus 5 here, and the n minus 1 into d is minus 3, this thing. So which is equal to, this minus 5 will go this side, plus 5, and then minus 2 to 5, n minus 1 into minus 3, minus and minus cancel, 3 7 are 21 and 5 3 are 15. So n minus 1 is equal to 75. So n is equal to 76. So means there are 76 terms involved in this AP. So now we'll go for the solution. Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus l, which is equal to 76 by 2, which is 38, into a means minus 5, plus l, last term it is minus 230. So which is equal to 38 into minus 230 minus 5 minus 235, which is equal to minus 8930. That is sum of this part number 3. Now next question is question number 3. Question number 3, in an AP, we have the first part is a is equal to 5, d is equal to 3, and last term is 50. So we have to find out two things. First is number of terms, and the second is sum of terms. So a is equal to 5, d is equal to 3, and the last term is 50. So we'll use that formula a n is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Let us put all the values. A n is 50, 50, the last term, and then a is 5 plus n minus 1 into d is 3. It is given. So 50 minus this 45 equals to n minus 1 into 3. Then this 3 and 45 will also be cancelled. So this is 15. So n minus 1 is equal to 15. So n is equal to 16. So we got the first answer, that the number of terms are 16. Now we'll go for the sum, that is S16 means Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus l, that is last term nth term, which is equal to S16 is equal to 16 by 2, which is 8, equals to a plus l, 5 plus this is l 50 and this is a. So 8 into 50 plus 5, 55, which is nothing but 440. So that is Sn S16, and this is number of terms 16. So S16 is 440. Second part, given a is equal to 7, 13th term is 35, and you have to again find out the two things. First is common difference and then sum of 13 terms. So let us go for the solution. A is given 7 and 13th term is 35, that is a plus 13 minus 1 into d is equal to 35. So formula A13 is equal to a plus 13 minus 1 into d. Just we have put the instead of n 13. So now last term is, it is given a 13th term is 35, so we have put 35. A is given 7 and 13 minus 1 is equal to 12d. So 35 minus 7 is equal to 28 and is equal to 12d. So d is equal to 28 by 12, which is 7 4 the 28, 3 4 the 12, 7 by 3. So d we got 7 by 3. So now Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus l. So that is last term, which is equal to S13 is equal to n by 2 into a plus 13th term, that is last term. So 13 by 2, 7 plus 35. 7 plus 35, 42 upon 2. So 21 into 13 equals to 1. So 13 into 21 equals to 273. So that is sum of this S13 term. Now next part is part number 6. Given a is equal to 2, this common difference is 8, and sum of n terms equals to 90. Then we have to find out the number of terms involved and then the last term. So let us start the solution. A is equal to 2 and d is equal to 8. First term and common difference is 8. 2 and 8. So and Sn is equal to 90. So we have that formula Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Putting the respective values in this formula, so that is 90 Sn is equal to n by 2 into a is 2, so 2 into 2 here 4 plus n minus 1 into d is 8, which is equal to 90 equals to n into 2. We have taken 2 common from here and 2 from here, and that 2 is cancelled with this 2. So n into 2 plus n minus 1 into 4. which is equal to 90 equals to n into 2 plus 4n minus 4. So 90 equals to n into 4n minus 4 plus 2 minus 2, which is 4n square minus 2n. So this implies 4n square minus 2n minus 90 equals to 0. Again 2 can be taken common. So we are going to, since this is quadratic equation in n, so we are going to factorize this middle term. We are breaking into 2 and we will use factorization method for the solution. So the b, that is middle term, is minus 2, so we can choose two terms, that is minus 20 and plus 18, so that their sum is minus 2, and if we multiply these two, so that is minus 90 into 4 minus 360, and if we multiply these this 18 into 2, that is also minus 360. That means our this calculation is correct. So 4n square minus 2n plus 18n minus 90 is equal to 0. So the next step is, now we are going to take maximum common from these two and maximum common from these two. So we have taken 4n common from these two, so n minus 5 here, and we have taken 18 from these two, so we have n minus 1, n minus 5 here. You have to remember these two factors must be identical, same. So we have taken n minus 5 common, so we have now 4n plus 18. So now we have product of two factors, product of two things equals to 0, means either first is equal to 0. If first is equal to 0, n minus 5 is equal to 0, or the second one, that is 4n plus 18 is equal to 0. So from first we get n is equal to 5, or n is equal to minus 18, this will go this side, minus 18 by 4, which is minus 9 by 2. Since we are talking the number of terms, so number of terms cannot be negative. However, n can neither be negative nor fractional, because we are talking about the number. So number will be 1, 200, 200 like that, not 2.5 or not 1.5. We are talking about the things. So this is invalid value of n. So we are going to neglect this and we will be taking only n is equal to 5. So n is equal to 5 is the right option for us for this question. Now the last answer we are searching is nth term. So we are using that formula an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, which is last term means n is 5. So a5 is equal to a2 plus n minus 1, that means 5 minus 1 into d is 8. So which is 2 plus 4, 5 minus 1, 4 8 ja 32 plus 2, 34. So we got the last term is 34. We got the number of terms are 5. So here are the two answers for this question. Next part is part number 10th. Given last term is 28, sum is given 144, and there are total 9 terms. So n is also given. Find a, means first term. Let us start. L is equal to 28 given, S is equal to 144, and the number of terms are 9. So Sn is equal to n by 2. Since sum is given, so we are using the sum formula. Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus L. So which is nothing but 144, that is sum, equals to 9 by 2 n by 2 into a plus L. L is 28. So which is equal to this 9 into 16 equals to 144, and then this 2 we have crossed multiplied here. So remaining right hand side is a plus 28. 16 to the 32 equals to a plus 28. So 32 minus 28, A is 4 is the required answer. Now we'll proceed towards our next question, that is question number 4. How many terms of the AP? How many terms means value of n? You should immediately get this idea. 9, 17, 25 must be taken to give a sum of 636. Sum is also given. How many terms will be giving us sum 636? Let us proceed for the solution. Let there are n terms of this AP. A is equal to 9. D also can be found, second minus first, 17 minus 9, 8. Then formula for sum, because it is given, sum is given. So Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into D. Sn is given 636. N by 2, n is not given, so we have put n in place of n. 2a, a is also there, plus n minus 1 into D. D is 8. This implies 636 is equal to n by 2 into 9 to the 18 plus n minus 1 into 8. So which is equal to 636. 2 we have taken from these two common, so that 2 9 ja 18 and 2 4 ja 8. So 9, and here we have 4. At that 4, here we have 4 and here we have 9 after taking common 2 from here. And then 636 is equal to n into 9 here, plus this is 4, so 4n inside and minus 4. So 9 minus 4 plus 5. 636 is equal to n into 4n plus 5, which is 4n square plus 5n minus 636 is equal to 0. Again, this is quadratic in n, so we'll go for the factorization method. 4n square plus 53n minus 48. 53 minus 48 is 5, and if you multiply these two, you will get minus 636 into 4. So that is correct division. So then we will take something common from these two and something common from these two. So n is common from these two, so n 4n plus 53 is remaining, and minus 12 is common from these two, so 4n plus 53. So these two are identical, that means our factorization is correct. So we'll take 4n plus 53 common, so we have n minus 12 is equal to 0. So like previous question, again we have two conditions, either 4n plus 53 is equal to 0 or n minus 12 is equal to 0. Immediately should get idea that this is going to negative, so you should be ready for the correct option. So n is equal to minus 53 by 4 from here, and n is equal to 12 from here. So again the same option, as the number of terms can never be negative or fractional, therefore n is equal to 12 only. So this was our answer which we were looking for. How many terms? So how many terms? 12 terms will be there to give you sum of 636. That's all about this question number 4. Next, question number 5, 6, 7, 8 are also of similar nature. I give you brief idea about these 4. You can solve by yourself. The first term of an AP is 5, so that is A. The last term is 45, that is AN, or you can also denote it by L. And the sum is 400, so that is SN. Look at here, first term is given A5, last term is given nth term, and the sum is also given. Find the number of terms and the common difference. So first you use this formula, an is equal to n plus a plus n minus 1 into d, and there you put the respective terms. One equation you will get from here, and another one is, that is Sn is given 400, and then you solve these two, you will get the respective answers. The Next question is question number 6. The first and the last terms of an AP are given. A is this one and the L is this one. If the common difference is 9, that is D, D is also given. How many terms? That means N, the question is looking for. N is being asked. Are there and what is their sum? First of all, you have to find out N. We have solved such questions in the previous section. So, and what is their sum? Then you have to find out Sn at the end by same formula, n by 2 into A plus L, because L is given. Okay, same thing, you just put all these things in the respective formula. You have only two basic formulae. First is An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, and the second one is Sn n by 2 2A plus n minus 1 into D, or n by 2 into A plus L. Next question is question number 7. Find the sum of first 22 terms. So n is given here, 22, of an AP in which D is 7 and the 22nd term is 149. So A22, it is given the last term for 22nd is equal to 149. So you will be using formula and putting these values there. Then find the sum of first 22 terms. Then n is equal to 22. So you have to find out S22 at the end. Clear? So that is also a very simple thing for you. Now find the sum of first 51 terms. So again, the question is similar to this seventh one. N is equal to 51. Same question as we have question number 7. 51 terms of an AP whose second and third term. Second means A plus D, and third term means A plus 2D. These are this one. A plus D is 14 and A plus 2D is 18. So you will be using these two equations and you will get one D from here. So after subtraction, A will cancel, and then find the sum of the first. Directly you will use that formula, Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. I hope it is clear. The next question now, question number 9. If the sum of first 7 terms of an AP, that is S7, it is given first 7 terms, is 49 and that of 17 terms is 289. Now S7 is 49 and S17 is 289. Then find the sum of first n terms, and then the question is find out the sum of n terms. Let us go for the solution, and the solution for this question, before that we should have the given values. Given S7, sum of 7 term is 49, and then 17th term S17 is 289. So this implies we'll use that formula, Sn is equal to n by 2 2A plus n minus 1 into D respectively. In these two cases we'll put the respective value in the respective formula. So S7, first of all, n by 2, 7 by 2, 2A plus n minus 1 into D, so which is equal to 49. S7 is 49, so 49 is equal to 7 by 2, so 7 7 ja 49, 2A plus 6D, which is equal to 7, and 2 we have taken common from these two, so here we have 2 gone and 3 to the 6, so 7 is equal to A plus 3D. This is our A plus 3D is equal to 7, equation number 1. Now similarly we'll go for S17, that is 17 by 2, 2A plus 17 minus 1 into D. S17, which is equal to 289, so 289 is equal to 7 by 2, 2A plus 16 into D. 17 ja 289 and 2 taken common, so here we have A plus 18D. So 17 is equal to A plus 8D. So that is A plus 8D is equal to 17, equation number 2. Now subtracting equation 1 from equation number 2, we get When we are subtracting equation 1, so we are going to change the signs of 1, so all will be negative, so a and a gone. So 8d minus 3d equals to 5d, and 17 minus 10 is equal to 10. 17 minus 7 is equal to 10. So 5 2s are 10. So d is equal to 2 we got. So find the sum of n terms. Now first we got a common difference. Now we'll go for the sum. So now from equation 1 here we got d. So now we are looking for the value of a. So a plus 3 into the value of d. A plus 3d is equal to 7. So a plus 3 into 2 is equal to 7. So a plus 6d, a plus 6, a plus 3 to the 6 equals to 7. So a is equal to 7 minus 6, 1. So we got a is equal to 1. Now Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. That is our final step of this question. So n by 2, 2 into a, 2a is what? A is 1 plus n minus 1 into d is 2. So n by 2, 2 into 1, 2 plus 2n minus 2. So this 2 and this 2 cancel. Later on this 2 and this 2 will also be cancelled. So we will have n square. So n by 2 into this 2n. So this 2 and 2 gone. So n into n is equal to n square is the final sum of n terms for this question number 9.